Welcome back to Grizz Vision here from Truist Arena, Northern Kentucky. My name is Neil Rule here with Coach Kampe. The Golden Grizzlies in Northern Kentucky tonight, Camp, and you've described these as hurdles. This is a very tall hurdle here in this building.
Yes, we've had some great games in this building. Our season ended here last year. We actually won in the regular season here. I don't know how we did. I think we were down 5 with 30 seconds to go or something like that and found a way. Jalen Moore was
bailed us out,
yeah. And so there's been some great games here. I expect another one tonight.
Camp, you know, as you've broken that down too, you're playing very, very well. Obviously won 9 of the last 10. That game at the Arena against Northern Kentucky, though, was a classic slugfest. That was a little while ago, though. Do you take anything from that? Are these two teams in different spots now? How does that work?
Well, yeah, I mean, what you take out of it is what they did against our zone and what we did against their zone, you know. And our zones are really different. They kind of, I think they're both really good in their own ways. They're hard to score against. I think we're hard to score against. So I think the game was in the 20s at halftime, and then in regulation it might have been high 50s or low 60s. So, you know, I think you'll see another game like that, low scoring, very physical game, rebounding, transition points will be the key. We can't turn it over. They score in runouts. Their zone is way better than our zone at creating runouts, turnovers, run through passing lanes. The ball goes inside, they double the ball a lot. So, you know, we've just got to take care of the ball. We can't turn it over. We can't give them runouts. You know, what do they call those turnovers, you know, for touchdowns?
Turnovers, touchdowns.
Yeah,
pick sixes. Yeah.
Pick sixes. We can't give them the pick sixes. And if we do, it's going to be a tough night for us.
Camp, what is it about this matchup? You know, you talked about it every game that Oakland and Northern Kentucky play together. It always seems to come down to the end. It's always kind of a classic matchup.
Yeah, I don't really know if it's the players. I don't think there's an akin between the players, that this is a great rivalry. You know, we have Detroit, they've got Wright State, but we played them all the way back in the, I mean, they beat us in the Division II days in a Sweet 16 game. You know, one of the famous games between Oakland and Northern Kentucky was one of my first years when they had a great player and he forgot his uniform. And we're playing at Oakland. He didn't have his uniform. Fields, I think his name was. He didn't have his uniform. And I was stupid enough to, you know, we're the same colors. I was stupid enough to give him one of our road uniforms, you know, that kind of matched there. They didn't match exactly, and the referees let it go. It's supposed to be a technical, but we said we didn't want that and everything. Then the guy went out and probably had 50 on us. I mean, he was an All-American, and I was stupid enough to let that go. But, you know, there's just been some great games. You know, Ken Shields, you know, was a coach here for years. Was just a tremendous coach. He went in the Hall of Fame, I think, this year here. And there's been some great games through the last 40 years.
7 o'clock tonight, Golden Grizzlies, Northern Kentucky, ESPN Plus, 1270 AM, the bet on the radio side. And good luck tonight, Camp.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of luck. I mean, this is going to be a rough one, man. I think we're ready, though. You know, I think we are.
Thanks for the time.
Yep.